Hello, class. We are going to review and work on our shape formation. And I can't wait for the next project. It just turns out so great. But it's all about things that we've currently and up to this point have learned about. We will really zero in on shape because the shape is what makes the next project excellent. Then line will be very important, and so will color. So we're bringing all three of those elements of art together in our next project. But first we want to just go through shape, review it, and practice a few things. So I'm going to visualize with you on our sketchbooks. We've seen this page before. This page just lets us remember all about different shapes. And we know Meriwether loves shape. Hello, Meriwether. So we'll have Meriwether along with us. So we all understand what these are. A square has 4 sides. All 4 sides are equal in length. That would mean this is a 1/2 inch, this is a 1/2 inch, this is a 1/2 inch, this is a 1/2 inch. So all 4 lines in a square are the same length. And there are other things we need to know in geometry in a few years about these angles, but for art, it's really about the length of the sides. That helps us, right? Now, we have a rectangle. A rectangle can be skinny and it can be fat. But what it is a square, but 2 of the lines, let's say the top and the bottom, are the same length and the sides are a different length. So let's say this side is 4 inches and 4 inches, and this side is 2 inches and 2 inches. That is what creates a rectangle. That is why a rectangle is different than a square. Okay? A triangle. A triangle has 3 points or corners, or 3 angles, triangle, but it also has 3 sides. And in art, it's the sides that we work with, okay? So a triangle can be like that. It can be like this. It can be like that. You name it. It has 3 sides. And that's how we see shape. We see a triangular shape because it has those 3 sides. Okay, so now we have a heart. We love hearts. We learned that a heart comes up and down, up and down, right? A curve up and comes down to a point with a midline somewhere in between. Go ahead and practice all these shapes along with Mrs. Durst. You want to put a few examples across from the example heart. I'm going to do a little heart. And hearts are fun to color in. Now a heart can look like that, or it can be super skinny. That looks kind of fun. Or they can be really fat, of course. So those are our hearts. Our next shape that we're reviewing is a teardrop. A teardrop comes down, is circular, and then goes back up. A teardrop is when a circle of water is falling from the sky. Earth's gravity pulls on it and creates this bulbous bottom down here. And so we have a teardrop. Okay, so a teardrop replicates water. We see teardrops in imagery about rain, water coming out of a spigot. It's the way water falls, but it's a recognizable shape. Aha. Stars. Oh, we love stars. So we have, of course, the Vincent van Gogh star. Remember that? We have stars that go up, down, side to side. And we're going to work a little more on these and practice these together. We have stars that are one triangle and then another triangle. That's a star. We can make a star kind of free form. Like we could make a star like this and then put some little angles in it. And I think that's a star, eh? So stars are really shapes that we recognize with a lot of these little pointy things. But remember, the most famous stars in all the land are from Starry Night, and they are orbs. And finally on this page, we're going to talk about an oval. And this is the one we have to perfect for our next project. An oval is a squished circle. So we have circles, but an oval is a squished circle, like so. And an oval is highly important when we want to create something called a cylinder. And that's what we will be working on soon. So an oval, I'd like you to do double the practice on ovals, okay? Because they're the key to one of our next projects. All right, let's turn the page. Here are some more shapes to practice larger. This is muscle memory page. You remember we worked on this in the past as well. So muscle memory means you practice on the dotted shape and then you do it yourself. And by the third image, you should probably feel like you got pretty close. You see what I'm saying? Now you won't have the space to do 3 rectangles, but please work through the rest of this page so that you get the practice in, okay, on all of these. You can pause the video or just go back to that page and finish it. I also want you to practice creating your circles. A circle, we've learned the best way to start a circle is at 1 o'clock on the clock. And then we take it up to 12 and all the way down and around and back up to 1 o'clock. To make a good circle, that is how we typically do it, okay? So work on this page and make a mess of circles, okay? And keep practicing. Always start at 1 and go around. Okay, work on this page and fill in as many circles as can fit in this sketch page. Here we are at our star page. Star page is a practice page where we go from 1, start at 1, go to 2, down to 3, up to 4, down to 5, and back up to our original dot. Try that over the same line. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. Now, we're going to do this quick. 2, 3, 4, 5. Begin. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. Now that we've done it, let's come over here. 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1. Go over that line again, please. 2, 3, 4, 5 to the original. Try these two on your own. Okay? And eventually you're going to have it happen so you're not even going to think about it. So practice your stars on this page, please. And then again on this page. Start here, 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 here. Okay? Remember, you can always pause these videos. I also like to show a 6-pointed star. That is a triangle. And then inside of that triangle, you just cut off that top line and then bring it like that. That's often called the Star of David or a 6-pointed star. Okay. Moving on. So today I would like you to skip this page. We will come back to it and go to this nice practice page. We are going to be practicing on this page creating a mug that will eventually hold some of the most delicious hot chocolate in all the world. But the key to the mug is something that we want to practice before we go to fine watercolor paper. So have your mug start, if you put your hand right in the center of your paper, have the oval of your mug, which is the first shape we will draw, right about where your first knuckles are. So it's not in the middle of my paper, it's above the middle of my paper by about that much, about an inch. Okay, and this is where I would like you to draw a nice sized oval. Just like that. Okay, now when you see something like a cup, you can see that this cup is definitely round. But when I look at the cup from the side, this circle is going to flatten out to an oval. Look, right there, right now, the top of this cup, even though we know it's a circle, back to look. Yep, circle. Tilted back is definitely an oval. This is how you build a 3D shape. We are building a cylinder. Now, we see that this is an oval, and down here, this edge is curved in our picture, okay? So we're gonna replicate that as well. Okay, so remember that. So here's the beginning of an oval. We are gonna build the sides of a mug. I'm gonna do a straight side down, equal sides. Okay, just like this. And then I'm gonna replicate this oval curve almost as if it's a faraway halo line down here, but it's definitely curved. Okay, good job. Now we're gonna put a handle on our mug. Again, your handle can look just about any way you'd want. This is just practice. I'm gonna do a simple handle like so. Now I'm going to create a plate for my mug to sit on. So I'm gonna go up a little ways on my mug. I'm gonna bring around a big oval, And I'm pretending that my oval might have gone back here, but I don't draw that line. It's as if it's hidden by this cup. And on this plate, I'm going to give it a halo line. And that just looks like a fancy rim. Okay. This is our practice mug. What I'd like you to do is now create some kind of symbol or pattern or something that you like on this mug. Simple is going to be far better because eventually we're going to be doing this in oil pastels. Okay, so I think a really cool idea would be like maybe a circle, maybe polka dots, but you design the imagery on your mug. Okay, I'm doing a line of polka dots across my mug. You go ahead and work on your practice mug, okay? Meriwether and I are so excited to see how your practice mug comes out, and I can't wait for the next project. It'll be so much fun.